There we go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's demonstration. We're going to be trying to do a demonstration every month, the first Sunday of every month, unless I'm not on holiday or I'm on leave. So I hope you support us. It's available to everybody, not just to the bereaved. We're going to mix it up. We're going to do as many different kind of connections as we can and really sort of get the spirit world working with lovely messages of joy and hope. You don't even need to have a bereaved person in spirit, though obviously it helps because we can do soul to soul connections and some messages of love and hope from the angelic realm and from guides, etc., as well in future readings. But tonight we're doing mediumship, and we're going to try and get around as many people as you like. I've got no kind of, I've said an hour, and I'll see how I go. Normally, I always overrun. So if you're willing to be flexible with me, and I'm on a roll tonight, I will keep going as long as I can. I'm not in a rush in any way, shape, or form. I just try and bring as many messages through of love and hope. So there's lots of you on, and I'm going to get started. I usually like to warm up with somebody that I know, if that's okay, and I have no idea who that's going to be. It might even be somebody that I've just vaguely met. It just helps for me. If so, I'm just going to scan through the connections for a moment. Actually, I've seen somebody that's got a lovely, lovely connection, actually, who I don't know very well, but I know I have met once before on the phone. Vicky Stewart, would you mind working with me, my darling? I'm going to share the story. So, Vicky reached out to me in the week. We've never met in person before, have we, Vicky? Vicky's son passed to spirit at the weekend, last weekend, and she reached out. Through somebody who'd recommended me, and we did a very impromptu reading, didn't we? We did it over the phone, and we brought a son through, and there was only a few things that I can recall from that reading, and that was his transition and the way he transitioned, and some information about some fingerless gloves. So hopefully he's going to give us some new and fresh information this evening to be able to give evidence of the spirit world. So Vicky, if you don't mind, you're going to be my warm-up act, if that's okay. So I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. It's lovely to meet you in the flesh, my lovely. Do you mind if I ask you to unmute yourself, if that's all right? And if everybody else in the background can stay muted so
Can you
that we
hear me
don't.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Vicky.
Yep, hello.
Hello, are you okay with coming on the live? So,
Yeah.
it's you've got a son in spirit, and we had an impromptu reading, and so I'm going to ask him to step forward. I know that he's with a grandfather as well in spirit, so I can feel a male coming forward alongside him as well. So I feel that somebody else is going to make contact too. Um,
Brilliant.
I am the first thing I'm aware of. He's bringing up the. I know he did discuss this in the reading that we spoke about, but he's bringing up the horses again. This time he's doing something different with them. He's actually grooming one or stroking one or kind of like patting one, as if he wants to sort of say a message around. I don't just want you to ride these horses. I want you to get the comfort. It's something about grooming the horse or stroking the horse or the comfort from actually, it's going to sound weird, caressing the horse or stroking the horse or something. It's
Hmm.
out like just petting a horse. That's the first impression that he's giving me. So it's something, and as he does that, he actually gives me some kind of sugar cubes or something in the hand, and I feel like it might even be a carrot, but there's something that he's wanting to put out and as if to feed the horse as well. So the message that I want to give you is something around nourishing your spirit and nourishing your soul, and make sure that you're eating healthily and keeping fit is what I'm being told. So there's something about keep exercise, keep moving, and keep your spirits high. That's what I'm aware. Does he have a brother as well, Vicky? Because I want to talk about another male alongside him that's living, and I
Yes.
he wants to reach out. And I don't think he mentioned a brother in the previous reading that we had, but he's talking about a brother now. I think he's saying his brother's the slimmer or the taller one because he's sort of emphasizing something about slimness. So I don't know if he's slimmed down or he's lost weight, but there's something about slimness that he wants to talk about. And because he's squeezing in there and he's laughing as if I'm the sort of chubby, cuddly one cat and he's the skinny, slimmer one. Does that make sense? He's like
Yeah.
about that. And I feel like it was a bit of banter between the two of them or some kind of friendly joke. He's making me feel like I was never bullied at school or anything like that, Kat. It's just a little bit of fun between two brothers taking the mick out of one another. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to kind of jolly him along. For his brother, though, I do see him lifting weights, Vicky. So I do feel like he's wanting to tell his brother that to take his mind off what's happened, like to distract himself with some exercise or some physical weights. It's something about getting strong, or like, he's kind of giving me that feeling of like be strong or kind of grow your strength, grow your power. He's also unwrapping some Christmas presents there as well for me when he talks about his brother, as if he wants to gift him something or gift him something. So he's unwrapping the presents, and there's a feeling of actually getting to like I don't know, there's a sharing of presents. So show me a Christmas tree and he's showing me presents and he's unwrapping something. So there's a feeling of like wanting to gift him something or unwrap something.
Yeah.
And bear with me one moment because I feel that he wants to talk about something that he owns that he wants to give his brother. Um,
Okay.
when I ask him what do you want to give him, I see like a Nintendo or I don't know if it's a PlayStation, but it's like some kind of like operating device for like video games or something,
Yeah.
passing
Yeah.
his brother. And I don't feel that he physically got this at Christmas Day, but this feels like it's a brother's equipment that he already had, but he's wanting to give the video games or the console or whatever that
Yeah.
is.
It's a console thing that he had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants to give the console to his brother. That's what I'm aware of. He's laughing as if his brother might not play it, Vicky, as much as he did. So I don't know if his brother's not into video games, but he's laughing as if it's about sentimental. It's about the memory of me. It's not about him necessarily playing it, Cat, because he's giving the feeling as if he might not be as into it as his brother in spirit. But there's something where it's a fond memory his brother will have of him. Does that make sense, Vicky? So
Yeah.
there's something where
I think it's
he's,
a Steam Deck. Sorry, I could just remember the name. It's a Steam Deck by
oh, okay.
Ben had
What's
while
one
he
of
was in
those?
hospital to keep him busy with. So it's just like a
Ah,
handheld.
perfect. That's what I'm seeing, like a handheld device. That's what he's
Yeah.
giving. I have no idea what it is because I'm not technical.
No,
So
more, no me, no
you've
me.
got to forgive me, but I don't know
No.
for all these things, but I'll go with whatever the name you've given me. But it's this little hand console and it's
Yeah.
more about the memory. He's saying when you say the name of that console, he says something about it's good for fidgeting. It's good for keeping your mind off things. It's good for fidgeting. So I feel that he's wanting to say, I want my brother to keep his mind off things. And I've really
Hmm.
come through for him today, just to warm Cat up or to help Cat. He's also giving me something circular. I can't quite fully make out what it is, but it feels like a key ring. It feels like something he's got on his key. He wants to talk about a key fob or a key ring.
Hmm.
And it feels like it's something sentimental again, Vicky. It's something where I don't want to say it's his name on a tag or an image of it, but he's giving me something as if he's got something on a key ring that he also wants to give to his brother. I don't know if he's trying
Okay.
to say give him my car keys or give him my car keys, but he's giving me
Yeah.
a fob. And it feels like the key fob might have something decorative on it, Vicky, but I can only see a circle. But he's giving me the feeling of will you give him the keys or will you give him the keys as well? So there's something about keys, and I think it might be to a vehicle which maybe hasn't been driven for a while either. Does that make sense in any way,
Yeah.
Vicky?
Yeah.
Because it feels like this car may have stood on a drive or not been used for a little while, perhaps because he's been too ill to use it himself. But he's given
Yeah.
his
He only just bought the car 4 weeks before when he brand new car didn't
oh my
didn't
gosh.
use it.
Okay. And I feel like there's been a question mark about I don't know what to do with the car. Does that make sense, Vicky, or
Yeah.
something? There's been discussions at home of we don't know what to do with the car. Should we sell it? Should we keep it? Like
Yeah.
what to do with it? He's saying if you're willing, he'd like it to go to his brother. So there's
Okay.
something where he's wanting to give the keys to his brother. He's laughing as if he's saying something about his brother might not drive it, but there's something about the value of it. He doesn't mind if he sells it. He's just passing the keys to his brother. So
Okay.
know that there's something about the gift that he was unwrapping under the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Wanting to talk about the gift, you know, consider, I know it may be a lot of money, but he's like saying something about consider gifting it to his brother. That's what I want to say. So the
Okay.
feeling as if he's come through for his brother. He's also shown me his brother sleeping in bed. Um, I don't know if he's trying to tell me something about he's been tossing and turning, but he's laying him down as if he's a real deep sleeper or he can sleep through anything. So
Definitely.
there's something about he can sleep through anything, Cat. He's never going to have a concern about insomnia. He can sleep through anything. So I don't know if he's sleeping a lot or not getting this.
Yeah.
him not getting out of bed, but he's laughing. He's just showing me and lay down on a bed, and the feeling is, do not want to move from this bed. Do not want to get up. Do
His
not.
my youngest son, I've got two more.
Oh, okay.
He'd stay in bed all day. Yeah,
Okay. He's
yeah,
laughing. Well, then, in case he must be wanting to reach both his brothers, then, but there's a joke about this brother won't get out of bed.
yeah,
He's laughing as if it's not even that he's lazy cat. He's not lazy. He just loves the comfort of his bed. There's something that it's like a grounding force in his life, and he's smiling
yeah,
as if happy days. And
yeah,
all I see is a big emoji there with a big smiley face and little eyes. And there's just a feeling of love you, bro, love you. And he's putting the thumbs
yeah,
up at me like that. So thank you for starting me off, Vicky, and warming me up tonight. I really
thank you.
appreciate you doing that. It's lovely to meet you. It's lovely to hear you, and it's lovely to see you face
Lovely
to
to see you too.
face. I
Thank
didn't
you.
get to see you face to face, so that's really, really nice for me. Thank you. Now then, I'm going to try and get around a few people that I don't know now. Now, I kind of know of Samantha, but I don't think I've ever read for you before. Is that right, my darling? Just let me unpin. I'm getting better at these pinnings and unpinnings, and Luann's not here today. So I'm like trying to do it all myself. Samantha, my darling, tell me who you've got in spirit, and I'm gonna show different techniques of how to connect. Who would you like
Okay.
to hear?
My son Eli.
You son Eli. Okay. The first thing he gives me, and I don't think it's about him, it feels like it might be about you. He's showing me like walking sticks, you know, like the proper kind of hiking walking sticks, and he's going like this. Okay, and I think it's symbolic. Just bear with me, Samantha. But he's going like this, as if like I can feel as I'm using these sticks, I feel like, oh God, it's hard work. Oh, like just like, but there's a feeling of what he's wanting to say is like, you know, when you go hiking, these sticks can be very supportive. Not only do they help you feel your way and sort of prevent you from slipping on the cobbles underfoot, but they're kind of guide sticks, but at the same time, they're also they protect you or stop you from falling off the path or kind of. So I feel that his message for you today is something about stick to the path, like don't fall off the path. Like, you when you need support, get two sticks or get something around you that gives you more support, Mum. So there's something where he's wanting to come in and talk about support today, Samantha. That's what I'm aware of. Just bear with me. I don't feel that the walking sticks are anything to do with you or that you've been hiking. Does that make sense?
Right, no, I have not been hiking.
Yeah, because he's saying I'm just using it symbolically, Kat, to kind of give you a feeling that I want to steer her away. She's not a walker, she's not a hiker, and she might be thinking, scratching her head and wondering, why am I coming in? But again, I feel that the spirit world are just wanting to sort of talk about different ways of working tonight in some way to sort of show people that it can be different for each person, is what I'm being told. Now then, let me get you some validations about Eli. Oh, he's snapping my fingers like this. Um, this normally means to me a quick passing, but I don't think he's trying to signal just a quick passing. Just bear with me. I feel that he's trying to symbolize two things. There's something about impatience or kind of needing to do things quickly. And just bear with me one moment. Like I keep feeling. He didn't get to say goodbye to you, though. Is that right, Samantha, my darling? He's giving this feeling of did not get to say goodbye.
Like what in what I mean, it was a fast passing. It was like a car accident. So yeah, he was on
Just
his way home.
okay, bear with me. But there's something about would have passed before you got there or passed or been unconscious when you got there. Does that make sense? Or are you going to say no?
Mm-mm.
Hey, just a minute, just a minute. But he is showing me a hospital bed, Samantha. So did they get him to the hospital? Did they get him to a hospital? Or was that no, you're not.
No, no hospital.
No, just a minute. This might be for somebody else. Just a minute. Let me just stare at you for a minute. And nobody else has been in hospital around you recently or anything.
My mom went to the hospital like a few weeks ago, but not like she didn't stay there. She just went there
Okay,
for like
just bear with me a minute because he's showing
hmm
me a hospital bed, and so it must mean something. Just a minute. But I get the sense that mum's okay. Does that make sense? I get the feeling of she may have gone to the hospital, but she's okay.
yeah, so I mean she is right now, I think. Yeah.
ever walking around or something about a swift recovery or like being okay. So whatever it was must have been a checkup or just being monitored for something because he's given this feeling of she's okay. I want to give you the kind of heads up that she's okay.
Okay.
There's a feeling of being close to, there's a feeling of closeness to Nan as well as to yourself. So I feel that he's coming through for the both of you. And I feel that Christmas was, although Christmas was difficult for you, I feel that it was really challenging for her in some way. So I feel that she must miss him a lot around the holiday or festive period. That's the feeling that I get. Just a minute. Let me just relax for me a minute, Samantha. I know.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so
Yeah,
intense right now,
he's just saying to me, she's a bit tense and nervous, Kat, and it's
which I'm not normally like this.
yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's the anticipation. He's going to come through. He's saying a bit stronger. Just bear with me. Okay. The next thing he does is he puts my hand out in the spirit world, and I see coins being put into my hand as if he wants to gift some coins or like. So watch out over the coming weeks where you might find a few coins in funny places or something. He's like smiling. I feel like one might be bound down the back of a sofa or something. So if you're going to do a spring clean, just watch where this comes up. It's not something that's happened already. It's something that's going to happen within the next week is what I'm being told. I'm asking him to give me a validation. Just a minute. Okay, the next thing he does is he takes me to where he rubs my right eye, which I wasn't anticipating. And he also takes me down to my feet. And there's something about being fussy about his footwear or loving his footwear. So there's something about a pair of shoes or boots that would be still laced up that you still have.
They're literally right over there. They're like some Doc Martens that he had just got that he loved.
And there's something about the laces that he particularly loves because he's emphasizing the laces. So I don't know if they had fancy or different laces, but he's like literally emphasizing the laces for me, and they look immaculately they look immaculately threaded as well. Is the
Well,
feeling.
yeah, they're pretty new and they're different than most of his shoes. So, yeah.
Okay. There's something fabulous about these boots. That's what I'm aware of. And he's like
Hmm.
smiling as if I love these boots. And that's like, and I feel that he's a bit gutted that he didn't get to wear them so much, but that's the awareness that he gives me. That I feel like he may have only worn them once or twice, but he's given this feeling of gutted that I didn't get to wear them. I feel like they're kept on display or they're kept on display because I feel like nobody else,
They are.
and he's giving me the feeling of pride of place. And he's sort of saying in hindsight, it's kind of nice that they haven't been worn, Cat, because they make a good display pair or display pair, and he's smiling about that. As he emphasizes these boots, he's also saying and talking about the importance of being grounded or keeping your feet stable. And again, it's something about being stable underfoot because he's showing me gravel underfoot and showing me again a little bit like the beginning bit where he was showing me the walking sticks. He's showing me like the gravel's moving underfoot, and he's like, "Don't slip, like be careful," or just like watch your step. And I don't feel that he's saying that as like a warning in terms of it's not about, I feel like it might even be about clumsiness or kind of like bumping into things or something. But there's something where he's just like, be careful, mum. Like be careful, as if I might have
Mm.
bumped into something or kind of just like being a little bit, he's saying something about sometimes when he's watching you, he's aware that your thoughts are on him or your thoughts are on something else, that you're not fully present in the moment
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah, it's all the time.
And he's like, it's not a criticism in any way. It's just an observation that he's had. And he's sort of smiling that I know you're preoccupied and sometimes you're not focusing on the physical level. You're talking in your mind to the spirit world in some way. And he's aware that you're thinking of him and a little bit distracted. But he's saying something about the importance of like bringing your thoughts or minds back into the presence is what he's giving me the feeling of doing. And it's about stability and just kind of watch that you ground your energy because when you take your mind to your thoughts, your energy is going up to your thoughts. He's wanting to put something like a wristband or a bracelet around uh, a hand as well. Is there something where somebody's done something? It feels like a charm.
He he wore a ton of bracelets, like a ton of bracelets. And then like on my altar, I had one of his bracelets around my candle.
And it might just be that he's trying to point out that alongside the Doc Martens, there's a bracelet on there, and I feel that there might be a candle as well. Is that right? He's smiling.
Yeah, I have a bunch of candles.
He gives me the feeling that the candles get lit, he's saying sometimes, but it feels like they're not on every. and he's making reference to that. Is there something with his name on there as well? Because he wants to write his name or put a name plaque on that little shrine as well. He wants to put something with his name on it.
I don't think so. I do have a picture that has his name on it, like that is like very close to me, but not like on my shrine thing. But yes, I do have one.
Don't tell me anything about the picture for a moment, because it might be that he's just wanting to talk about that. But he also says something about there's a something with my name on it, Kat. That's what he's giving my awareness. So I'm just going to ask him about the picture. So don't say anything to me about the picture.
Okay.
Ask him about the picture. In the picture, he's slightly tilted. Is his head slightly tilted to one side, Samantha? Because he's turning his head like that. That's the first thing that he does is tilt his head as if he's not looking straight on at the camera.
I have so many pictures,
Oh,
but
okay.
not the one that has the name on it. It doesn't
Okay.
have that.
It doesn't. Okay. Then he's tilting his head to the side for me. Just bear with me. So I don't know if he's wanting to talk about something that's to the side, the right-hand side of that picture. Just a minute. The next thing he does in my head, Samantha, is he shows me, like when kids have those kind of glow in the dark stars and they stick them on the ceiling and stuff when they're like kids, or kind of, there's something about a memory of that. He's sticking glow in the dark stickers around me as if he would have a memory of being a smaller child with like glow in the dark stickers. Does that make sense?
Yes, I totally know what he's talking about.
And there's something about his fondness of that memory of like, it feels like he wants to talk about looking out at the stars or the sky or looking out at the cosmos and how comforting that is. So he's like, he's saying to me, tell her she's a true star cat and I'll always be her true
Oh,
I'll always be her true north, but she's like when she's feeling a little bit wobbly, like there's something comforting about looking up at the night sky or thinking about where are you? Where am I? That's
I
what he's
do it all the time.
okay. And he just acknowledges this. I don't know if that's out at the back of the house because I feel like I want to walk onto a back porch or something, but it feels like I want to go out the back of the house and look at the stars from the back of the house for some reason as opposed to the front. Okay. When he takes me outside, the next thing he says is, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like a breath of fresh air. And he wants you to know that all his challenges or all his worries are gone. He's like, I wish people would worry less in life, he says. So I feel this is a message for the group, not just for you, Samantha, but there's something about, I wish people would worry less in life because if you were looking at things from my perspective, life can be over in the flick of an eye, the blink of an eye. And there's something about, we waste all this time and energy worrying about things that might never happen. I do feel that it's for you as well, something, but it's something about we worry about things that might never happen. If we just focus more on the present or the current, everything will be okay. And he wants to reassure you that everything's going to fall in place for you, Samantha, and everything's going to work out just fine. He is putting some books in front of me as if he wants to encourage some further reading about something. It feels like these are educational books or study books, and he's going,
I have so many books that I probably need to read that I'm not reading, but
he's
are
laughing.
just right
He's,
there.
he's laughing. He's giving this feeling again. It's another way of keeping you present, he says. But he's laughing about when you've picked up these books in the past, there's something where you've started a paragraph or you've looked at a few lines and then you've put them down and then you've maybe picked up a different book. And he's saying something about you've got to be consistent, Mum. You've got to
Hmm.
start one book and finish one book, not jump between, there's something about easily distracted cat is finding it hard to concentrate, just wants to keep her focused one thing at a time, Mum. So just know that he's with you, my darling, and he's wanting to encourage you. He's blowing kisses at you there as well, and he's laughing as if would never kiss my mum in public in life, but behind closed doors I could be more affectionate, and he's blowing
Oh,
kisses.
yes, he would. He was so touchy-feely dork.
Was it? He's blowing
Yeah.
kisses at you, but he's making me feel he would be really affectionate behind closed doors. That's what I'm aware of. So there's something about like I don't know, there's something about he's laughing as if like the other kids in the spirit world are laughing at him blowing kisses at you, and he's like, just give her some kisses, Kat, and just tell her that I'm okay. Um, he's now flashing. But just before I go, I was going to switch over, but he's flashing the piece of road where the accident happened. And there's a feeling of like, I feel like he saw something placed at the side of the road after he transitioned. So there's a feeling as if somebody might have gone there and put something in his memory or laid something by the
Um,
side of the road.
it was very, I live rural, or I did live rurally, and it was very close to my house. But I had had my friend put a note there that I didn't want anything there because I didn't want to drive by that every day and have that be, I mean, what I thought of him. I wanted people to think of him like in all the beautiful things in the world, not like where that accident happened.
I don't know if it's the note that he's referring to, but he just shows me a piece of road. It looks, although you're saying it's close to your house, the piece of road that he's showing me feels like a country road, not a sort of high street road. Does that make sense? So he's showing me,
Well, it is a highway, but it's like a, yes, and it follows a river. Like, and my house is like a mile away that goes up, back in the mountains or whatever.
yeah, so I feel that he must just be referencing that he knows about what was put at the side of the road. So whether that's the note that was told to like not, but he's smiling. There's something about there's something about it's getting easier to drive past that area or easier to get.
I had to move. I moved like very quickly, like 3 months after, not because of Eli, but after. So I had lived there for a long time and I just moved. So
Okay. Just bear with me, Samantha, though. But is there something where you're going to go and revisit soon? Because there's something about he's referencing that there is going to be a return to that space or a return. Like I feel like I'm doing a drive past. So is there something for a memorial or a memory that you're going to drive past that again?
well, I mean, I eventually I go by it, and I do. I mean, I loved where I lived, like loved it. So I do miss it very much.
Okay. Just I just know that he's telling me that you're going to drive past it again. It
Oh
feels
yeah, I'm sure.
like it feels like it's in the coming year. It feels like it's around a memorial thing, but it's something about every time you go past it, it's going to get easier, Mum.
Yeah,
It's
I don't have an issue driving past it at all. I mean, I don't.
just a minute, Sam. Let's see if I can get one more thing. Um, Okay, it's something to do with the move of location that he wants to talk about. So, is there something where your heart wants to go back to that location or back to the residential area where you're living? Because he's talking about you will eventually move back to that area or back to that area.
I'm just lived without. I mean, I lived on like acreage, 17 acres, and now I live in like more of like a subdivision, and it's just really hard for me to get used to not that.
Okay. There's something where he wants you to go, he's going, you'll go back. So there's something where, although he's giving me the feeling of like a triangle, Sam, as if you've moved to where you are now and you may stay there for a couple of years, but then he shows me you'll move again and then you'll move back to that area. So there's a feeling of you'll move from the location that you're in to another location, and then eventually you'll go back to the location where you were originally before the time of the accident. So he
Hmm.
shows me this triangle and he goes, there'll be another move and then there'll be another move. So there's something where your soul or heart is going to want to transition back to that area.
I just feel so connected to the earth there. Like, so, oh God, it's gonna make me cry. Yeah,
Okay, I don't want to upset you, my darling, but it's
John
just
Eggers.
where he's wanting you to get the courage, or it's like if you're not happy where you are, don't put up with it or don't stay where you are. Like just know that it may take a little bit of time, but eventually you'll go back. So your heart's missing that location, or your heart's like, and he just again he blows kisses Sam, and it's something to do with you'll be free to go back there eventually. And I get the feeling of this road that he shows me. He gives me the feeling of drive past there a few more times and just see how you feel, Mum. But I just know that your heart and soul is happier there than where you're located now. So there's something around, like, I feel that what he's referencing is thoughts that you've had in your head as opposed to the physical need to move at this moment in time. Does that make sense? So there's
Right.
something where your soul has just been harking back, or you've been thinking about that location, or you've been thinking about how much you love it. And I just feel that he's wanting to encourage you that when the time is right, you will go back, but you may move in a triangle first and then over there. So there feels like there's a in-between step before you move back to that location. Sam, thank you for working with me, my darling.
Thank you so, so, so very much. Thank you.
I'm going to throw it back out to somebody else now. Right, let's see where we're going next. In fact, I might do it a different way. I feel like I've got a young lady who's starting to join me from the spirit world. She's saying the words to me, nothing is plain sailing. um, I feel that she wants to talk about water. She's showing me what looks like now I don't feel like I am a sailor or anything like that necessarily, but I see what looks like a walkway down to a marina or a kind of an area where there might be a beach house or a little marina somewhere that I like to go. It feels like I just want to meander down by the water and sort of sit there, is the feeling that I'm getting. Just let me get a bit more information about her. I also feel a sudden passing with this young lady, and I don't know if it's connected to water because she keeps flashing the water at me. So I'm not sure whether she's trying to say there was a connection to water when she passes, or whether she's trying to tell me that there is just a love of sitting by the water. But I feel, okay, just a moment. Just put in the chat, my darling, if anybody's got a daughter in spirit that would have either spent a lot of time down by a marina or harbour or would have passed by water. There's something about water being very, she keeps emphasizing the ripples of the water. I don't even know if it's just a favorite place that somebody here goes to like think about her or reflect. But what I'm seeing is like one of those like wooden dock walkways and the feeling of wanting to be by the water. Okay, Madja, just bear with me. She's saying that all that connects to my daughter. Just a minute. I'm going to try and get some more information. Let me get to Madja a second. Madja, if I'm spelling the name right. Sorry, I'm trying to pull you up on my my technicals.
Got it, I think. Hello.
Hello. Just you can say hello, but there's so many people on the screen. I can't
Oh,
always see.
sorry.
It's all right. Just let me flick through the screens if that's easier. I'm trying to pull you up on the participants thing, but just aha, there we go. I've got you now.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. There you are. Hello, beautiful.
I just feel like you speak about her splashing water on you, love to spending time in there, sudden passing, all
oh,
connecting, you know?
oh, blessing. She didn't actually pass in water though, is that right? I just
No,
feel
she didn't pass in water.
okay.
No, but
Because
we spend there every day.
that's perfect because I just know it's a place that I love to go back
Oh, yeah.
to. I love to sit. I just everything about this water feels important to me. Do you also understand the boardwalk or the little walkway that she talks about as well? Because it
Boat?
feels like there's a
Yes, harbor. Yeah.
yeah, there's a feeling of a wooden walkway there as well underfoot.
A
And
boat, maybe playground next to the sea as well. Yeah, with the boat. She loves
okay,
to be there.
don't say too much to me, Imagine. Let me get as much information from her. I also feel that there's a reference to being like going there over a period of time because she shows me a young herself as a young girl barefoot walking along this wooden plankway. So there's a feeling of I would have visited this space cat over many years of my life or over. So there's a feeling of this is a favored place, past and present. That's what I feel. There's also something, Madjo, where I feel that you may have gone back there now, but there's something where there was resistance after she passed to go to that location. There's a feeling of I just want to burst out crying or I'm so upset. I find it hard to go back to that space. And then there's a feeling of a longing where, no, I have to go back to that space. It's so connected to her. Does that make sense? And then I feel that you've broken the resistance and you've managed to go through. And again, the spirit world are wanting to biggie pack on the back of your reading for everybody to sort of give messages to everybody of like, sometimes we have resistance in life and we feel that we can't push through something, but over time things change and we find that the impossible becomes possible. So she just wants to reference again, a little bit like the reading before. I want to put something down by the water, like some flowers down by the water or dried flowers. There's something about placing something on the ground by the beach or the walkway. So there's something where I want to put something on the ground in her memory. It feels like dried flowers, Madge. So were any flowers placed by the water for her?
By the water, no, but I've got special place, like
Okay.
where I place it.
Do you understand some dried flowers being laid down for her though?
Yeah,
And
present.
she's showing me them. If they were put down fresh, they're left there to dry out because I just see them dried out. And there's a feeling of just
So cold, can't go there.
okay, there's something about they're as beautiful when they're dried out as they are when they're blossoming. That's what she's saying to me. So there's something about, again, she's wanting to talk about the passing of the time and the withering of the flowers or the decaying of the flowers. There's something about they're as beautiful when they're dried out as they are when they're fresh and blossoming. And she's like, thank you for the flowers. That's what I'm aware of. She now shows me a little statue of an angel. I think it's an angel or a little cherub. There's something about a little statue. It feels like it's an outside statue as opposed to an inside statue. So I don't know if that's at the gravesite or the memorial site or whether that's in the garden, but it feels like it's outdoors. Where is there an ornament that looks like a cherub or an angel in an outdoor location that connects to her, Madja?
So outside now, I've got in her room just lots of, statues. Outside as well, I have, but not angel, yeah.
Okay. No, that doesn't fit for me. She's showing me it looks like a cherub or an angel, and it feels like it's an outdoor ornament. It doesn't feel like she's talking about her bedroom. There must be something of significance. She's not changing it, Madja. It definitely feels like it's outside. So where is there a statue that she would go to that's got like an angelic reference it definitely feels like an angel, not a fairy. It feels like it's an outdoor ornament.
Fairy, you said?
It feels like it feels more like an angel than a fairy. But when I said the word fairy, she did show me an image of Tinkerbell, so I don't know if there's a Tinkerbell reference.
I've got like fairy, little fairy next to her memorial space as well, yeah.
Okay, just bear with me. And is that ornament outside?
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I want to get to. Sorry. So it's maybe my mistake. I thought it was an angel and it's a fairy. So just
Fairy, yeah.
bear with me.
Look like angel though.
It's all right. She's laughing at me. She's laughing at me because I know that she loves all things that look etheric. That's what I'm aware of.
Oh yeah.
She's also showing me little toadstools as well as little fairies. So I feel like everything magical and mystery. There's something childlike about her imagination. So there's something where she loves these childhood memories or these images. That's what I'm aware of. Um, in the family as well, I don't know that she's referring to herself or whether she's referring to another family, but did somebody pass with cancer condition as well, Madja?
Yes. My grandfather recently.
That
And
I
you know what's the funny? I tell you, he passed exactly in her birthday.
right. Okay, just bear with me
Yeah.
because I feel that I want to say he's with her today.
Yeah.
And it's something about wanting to say reunited on the other side. That's what I'm aware of. And just let me see if I can get. He's pointing a stick at me. Just a minute. That man feels really lovely. He feels really warm, but he's pointing a stick at me. Does that make sense to you? He's like laughing.
Don't believe it. Definitely. Yeah.
And he's like, but the pointing the stick feels, it doesn't feel rude or offensive. He just lifts it as if to sort of point me in the right direction. And he's sort of saying something about he's here to point you in the right direction. That's what I'm aware of. He feels a very friendly man, my darling, the grandfather. I just feel that he's very warm and loving, and there's a feeling of great kindness. I feel that he's a respectful person, and there's a feeling of a good listener there as well, because I feel like I want to listen, not instruct. And so I feel that he would have been a good listening ear and somebody who was great to go to for advice, actually. So I feel that there's something very peaceful or calming about him. And I feel that when he's around, I feel quite reassured. And I feel that you may miss that since he's passed. So there's something
Mhm.
where he's wanting to say, like, everything's okay. I've got her. That's what I'm aware of.
No.
It's like we've reconnected on the other side. That's what I'm aware of. Now then, let's see what else she gives me. The room, her bedroom, my darling, I feel like it's not been touched. It feels like it's still in almost identically laid out to how it was when she was here. Is that right?
Eh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Now I changed a bit, but it was. Yeah,
Okay.
recently I changed.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't don't tell me what the changes are for a moment. Just bear with me. Has the wall color changed, my darling? Because I feel like I
yeah.
want to repaint the wall. Okay. Because I say, what changes have you seen? And she said the walls have been painted, Kat. And and there's something about I like the color, but I feel also quite annoyed that I preferred my color. So there's something where there's like it looks really nice for the purpose that the room has been repurposed to, but she's kind of also a little bit disgruntled that she would have preferred the color that she had. Does that make sense? So there's some kind of laughter, and I feel like it may have gone from a girly like kind of pink or something to a kind of more neutral color. She's like laughing as if there's a creamy yellow or something to do with creamy yellow around. But she's laughing about this change of paint, and she's also going to the right hand side of the room, Madja, as if something on the if I went through the door of that room and I went to the right hand side, she's
Yeah.
making me feel like something on the right hand side has been moved. Does that also make sense? There was a piece of
Her
furniture
bed is. We moved the house, so I make her absolutely new bed. Yeah, so
okay. The right, but would you understand that the layout on the right hand side
yeah,
would be different to how it was in the old room?
yeah, bed is different side. Yeah,
Yeah, and it would have been on the right hand side or something. She's
it
laughing
is
about
now.
it.
Yeah.
It's in a different location, she says, Kat. And again, I think it's just her way of showing you that she's moved house with you. It's like
No.
it's almost like, a lot of people worry when they move when they lose somebody about moving house and what happens and will that person in spirit
Yeah.
come with me? And she's wanting to reassure you she definitely has. She's getting into that bed and she's pulling the duvet over her, and then I feel like I've got to throw her a blanket at my feet or something that she wants to grab hold of as well and pull up.
Mhm.
This blanket feels important, Magic, because she grabs the blanket and I feel like I want to carry it around with me. And I feel that she would have carried it around in life, but she's laughing about after her passing, you would have carried this blanket or it would have been of comfort to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she's grabbed hold of it and she's like this, oh, like
Bye.
just give it a big hug for me, she says, and think of it as me and give it a kiss as well. She's going like this, and that'll be you kissing me. And she's like smiling as if to sort of show you that she's around you and she wants to send it all. She's just so cute. She just went, I send you all my love, all my kisses. I send you all my love, all my kisses. And I just feel like there's a really big hug and squeeze for you. Whose birthday's coming up in about 4 weeks' time as well? She's wanted to,
Mine.
okay, she wants to send a happy birthday love
Oh,
to the person who's coming up in the next few weeks. And so there's like, mwah, 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 happy birthday. Okay, my lovely. I'm going
thank
to
you.
try and get around as many people. So I hope that's
Of
okay
course,
to.
absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's so lovely to meet you, my darling. Wonderful to meet
Thank
you. Let me
you.
see who I'm going to go to next. Let me get the camera and gallery view on. We're warming up. I know that we're warming up. Let's see where. Oh, now I don't think I've worked with Yvonne Allen. Yvonne, my darling, would you mind working with me? Would you be happy to work with me? Can I ask you to unmute yourself? Would that be okay? Oh, you've turned your video off, not you. Sound on. There we go. Let's get you
There we
both.
are.
Amazing, my darling. Is your mum in spirit, Yvonne?
She is, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that your mum's here. I don't know
Oh,
that's wanting to speak to, but I'm just aware of a mum coming in on the left-hand side of me. She feels really lovely. She's laughing about something about us. She's laughing as if this might insult you, and I don't mean it. I don't want you to be insulted, but it's a family joke about something about you starting to look more like her or resemble her around the eyes or something. And she's like laughing about it, and she's like, "Oh, you're starting to look like me, or you're starting to look like me, particularly around the eyes." She's given me a lovely bouquet of flowers to give to you, so I feel that she's come here to uplift you or give you some support today. So there's a feeling of lifting you up. She's going like this to me, as if I want to lift her up, I want to raise her spirits. I want to let her know that she's truly loved and she's thought about a lot in spirit, is the awareness that I've got.
oh,
Something about like she's laughing as if there's something about you that must be quite modest, Yvonne, because she's saying, there's a feeling of like not wanting to burden anybody with my problems or not wanting to worry anybody or cause anybody in the spirit world concern. And she's laughing as if to sort of say, give it to me. It's like, you want to talk to me or you want to burden me with, like, share it with me. It's almost like a problem shared is a problem halved. So there's something about, like, hand it over to me, give me that stress, give me that worry, give me that tension. But there's something where you must be a really kind, loving person, but you take a lot on yourself, she's saying. There's something about not always not always handing over or sharing. It's almost like I don't want to burden somebody with my problems, or I don't want to, like, affect somebody with my issues. So this feeling of, like, sometimes I'm holding on to things or I'm keeping things to myself because I don't want to burden people. That's what your mum's saying. So there's something where she's just
Okay.
acknowledging something that you've seen. Do you also have a child in spirit, Yvonne? Have you got a son in spirit as well?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just come in on the right hand side of me, my darling. I've just seen him like this. Well, I say I've seen him, I just felt the word son, like, just come into the right hand side of my awareness. She's wanting to let you know they're together and that they're okay. That's the first thing that I'm aware of. She's saying to me she's going to hand over to him, but I feel like your mum's excited to be here and she's laughing as if she doesn't want to let go yet. So just bear with me. I know he's there and I will bring him through, but there is laughter as if, oh no, I've got this opportunity and I want to be here. Your mum's smiling at me as well because I feel that she might have been a bit shyer in life. She's laughing as if I wouldn't normally be the front of the queue and I wouldn't normally be the first to speak. And there's a feeling as if it's taken me a lot of confidence or courage to be here today on this group thing, because she's making me feel like, oh, there's an audience. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That was
as
her.
if,
Yeah.
as if she wouldn't speak up or she didn't like, she's going like this at me. And she's making me, and she's so excited upon because she's making me feel like I've had a breakthrough in spirit. I've had a breakthrough in spirit. I found my voice. I found my joy. I'm so excited to be here. I just want to tell you I've had a breakthrough. And so
Well.
she's with this feeling as if she doesn't want to let go of this connection with you and pass over to your son just yet for a moment. But I did just get a flash from your son there of a car. And so he's just flashed a car at me. Did he love cars or just really love, was he quite particular about cars or just had a thing about cars?
About one particular car he had. Yeah.
And there's something about being fanatical about a car or just loving a car. That's what I got a quick flash off, but your mum's still laughing as if she's not finished with me. So just bear with me one moment. I feel like she wants to say her father's in spirit as well and that she's met up with her father. So she must have been very close to her father. There's a feeling of he would be a quiet man like she would be as well. There's something about he's standing tall and proud behind her. He's not saying anything. He's just showing me the feeling of reassurance or that he's come here to support his daughter. He's laughing as if he might not have ever believed in mediums, this gentleman. He stood here as if, like, what the hell are we doing? But there's a feeling as if he's just come to kind of help her or encourage her or give her support because she is so shy and she wanted to have this breakthrough. That's what I'm aware of. Does she also have a sister in spirit, Yvonne?
No,
Okay.
brothers.
Just a minute then. There's something about, is there a sister-in-law in spirit?
Quite a few.
Okay, just a minute. Let me find out a name from someone or some extra. There's something about a sister or sister-in-law being here alongside her as well. There is a word. It's a very common name though that's coming up, so I'm kind of questioning. But I do hear the name Margaret. Does Margaret mean something to you, Yvonne?
hmm
Is Margaret the sister-in-law? Is she one of the sister-in-laws?
She's my mum's sister, but she's still with us.
Oh, okay. Forgive me. So she must be trying to tell me she wants to talk to her sister, Margaret, living. Just a minute, because she's going, Margaret, sister, Margaret, like this. Okay, just bear with me. As long as we're on the right track, just bear with me. It's just her evidence. She's saying something about her being very close to her sister or being like missing her sister. Her sister's,
Yeah.
my sister's missing me and I'm missing my sister. Will you tell her I came through for her today as well? She's blowing kisses. Like,
Okay.
tell her
Great.
we're all with her. Like, I hope she's well. I hope she's doing okay. She's given this feeling of, I don't know if Margaret's had a little bit of a difficult time health-wise lately, but there's something about they've been with her. She's not on her own. There's something about tell her she's not on her own. We're with her. My dad and me, we're with her. We're watching over her all the time. So there's something about, and dad seems very animated there as if he's excited to let his daughter living know that he's with her as well. She struggles with her feet or her ankles, Yvonne, sometimes. There's something about the feet or the ankles.
Who? My mum?
Her
No.
sister,
Oh, I'm
Margaret.
not sure. Yeah, she's up in Scotland and I'm in England, so
Oh, okay.
I don't see her for a while.
There's something about either fluid on the ankles or the feet, or discomfort in the feet. There's something about. So next time you speak,
Okay.
you'll have to ask her,
Yeah.
then you
I
can
know
tell her.
she had some heart issues, so that might cause
Okay, all right.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes heart issues do, don't they? But there's something
Mm.
about the feet or the ankles, that kind of feeling of, like when the skin gets too tight and you've got some swelling. There's an awareness of that. I feel that although she's been up and down with the heart thing, I feel like she's stable at the moment, and I'm seeing
Mhm.
pills or medication being taken. So there's a feeling that she's still at home or still like coping okay, but there's an awareness that they are around her a lot. Just a moment, like let me find out a bit more of it. I'm trying to ask for your son to come through now, and I feel like your mum's going like this at me, so I feel like she's going to pass over to him. Now, he's going to start with this car, and I don't feel that he passed in a car or vehicle. Is that right, my darling? I just feel that he's
That's right.
fanatical about a car. That's what I'm aware of. He's showing me the gear stick of the gear, and he's saying something about sometimes you just got to change gears. You've got to step it up a bit, or you've got to increase the vibration or increase the speed. Is what he's telling me. So I feel like the car that he was fanatical about, he loved the idea of it going fast or like speed. So I don't know if it was like quite a sporty number or he went very fast, but there's something about wanting to drive it at speed.
Yeah, it was a very snazzy car. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a sports car of some description, but he's feeling like, oh my gosh, and he's laughing. But I don't know, for some reason, I don't feel like it's automatic. I feel like he might have an old-fashioned gear stick because he's changing it like a manual gear stick. He's laughing as if like, want to change gears, want to like, and I have to do it manually. So there's something where he's wanting to say to you, Mom, come on, you got to change gears, change it up a bit. You're going to have to do it yourself manually. It's not going to be an automatic thing. You're going to have to use your own power or your own energy to push through the pain of like missing me, and just know that you're very, very loved. That's what I feel, that you had a really lovely relationship with your son, actually. I feel that you were very, very
Mm.
close, Yvonne. I feel like he was like a best friend, not just a son. So there's a feeling of wanting to confide in you, can talk to my mum about anything. There's just this feeling of a very easy relationship. He's actually smiling as if out of everybody that's around a cat, we got on the best. So I feel like don't he doesn't want to upset you, his father or anything, but there's a feeling of I get like she's mine. That's what I get. So it's this feeling of spoiled. He's saying something about a spoilt brat, but I don't feel like he was a spoilt brat. I feel like he was really polite and sensitive and really he just feels like a genuinely nice guy, Yvonne, is what I want to say about your son. He feels like he's very straightforward, very easy to deal with. What you see is what you get. I don't feel that he's complicated in any way. I feel that he's
No.
friendly, warm, loving, just really nice guy. Everybody liked him, is the feeling that I
Oh,
get.
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was exactly like that. Yeah.
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 And it gives me the feeling there that like I can be on my own and be good company for myself. I can stay around the house, chat to my family. I'm quite happy. And when I want to go out with my friends, brilliant. Bring it on. He's giving this feeling of a little bit of everything and a little bit of variety in life is the spice of life. So this young man was very diverse and he could adjust himself to any audience, if one is what I feel, and he can
Mm.
pitch himself at different levels, he's telling me. So he's giving this feeling of young, old, like rich, poor, like it doesn't matter. I can integrate. I was very good communicator. That's what I want to get across. He's trying to give me that he was a very good communicator in life. Does that make sense? And young,
Yeah.
old, he's even giving me the feeling that music taste. I like the old stuff. I like the new stuff. I like a little bit of everything, Kat. So again, he would be a bit of an old soul in his music vocabulary because I feel like he could sing or
Mm.
dance to some of the oldies. He's flashing Frank Sinatra and things like that at me as if he might like the Rat Pack as well as the modern stuff. But I feel like, like Beatles or that he's giving the feeling of a bit of everything, Kat, a bit of all genres. But did he particularly like dance music? Because I've got some kind of beat going dum 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 like this, like
Yeah, he loved going to a rave in London.
oh,
Yeah.
because he's making me feel like, but my favorite bit is the dum 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 dum. I
Yeah,
think that's quite a good dancer. Well, he's laughing as if I stay on the spot, Cat, but I might move my arms around a lot. He's
exactly like that.
and he's giving the feeling of the best thing is just listening to this beat or this music. It's like dum 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 dum, and he's laughing as if I don't even talk to girls or other guys at this rave, Cat. I'm just in my own little zone. Nobody bothers me. I'm just happy moving to the beat and moving to the beat. And he's like, Mum, that's what you just got to do. You just got to listen to the beats. You've got to listen to the beats. I feel like he wants to talk to you about binaural beats and like getting like that kind of it's like a sound frequency that disturbs the brain waves to help you connect with him or kind of because there's something he's going like this at me. So do you get headaches or do you get distracted as well with I don't know if you get migraine headaches. He's going like this at me, but he's saying something about finding it difficult to connect or concentrate. So do you not meditate very well? Do you find it really hard?
No, yeah, I find it really hard to meditate. My mind just goes all over the place.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I've
he's
been trying to learn, listen to the binaural beats at night.
ah, he knows about it, you see. He knows about it. And he's like, just put those binaural beats on because if you can't meditate, and again, it's everybody's doing one for the group. So this is for the group. If you're struggling with meditation, get the binaural beats on. Just because he's like dum dum dum. He likes the beats. That's what he's saying. And so he wants you to listen to these beats. That's what he's saying to me because they'll work with your brainwave changes. And he's actually saying you are getting to different place with you think that nothing's happening, he's saying, but he
Mm.
wants to encourage you and say things are changing in your brainwaves. You're saying that nothing's happening or you don't think it's working, but he's laughing as if I'm aware of you when you're in the zone. So that it might not be working for you yet, but it's working for him in some way in his zone because he's like, oh, look, these beats do, 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 do like this. So he's like laughing. Keep going. He's flashing the word Monroe at me. So I feel that he wants to get you to the Monroe Institute or something looking at the Monroe information or reading Monroe's books. So I don't want to, he says, I don't want to astral traveling yet, Kat. She's not on that level. But he's saying something about, he said, because that might frighten you, but he's something to do with the Journey of the Soul book by Robert Monroe. So he's wanting you to teach or learn a bit more about the afterlife and sort of understand a bit more about the binaural beats because it was Monroe, I think, that actually developed them. So there's something where he wants you to read about
Okay.
he developed them and understand how they're working with the brain. And he's sort of like making a little bit of that. Then he shows me what looks like an alarm clock. And forgive me if it is a mobile that's got an alarm on, but in my head, he shows me like an old-fashioned alarm clock, like one of those with the two bells on the top. And it's like, shh. There's something about an alarm or not like the alarm where it goes off, Cat, and I feel like I just want to slam it or not get out of bed or reset it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And then like it's almost that feeling of I'm awake, but I'm not quite awake. And I like the alarm's gone off, and then it's a feeling of wanting to like put it on sleep for 5 minutes or have another 5 minutes snooze or something. So is there something where if it's not you, is it a husband or something? There's something about the alarm goes off and I can't get myself out of bed or I can't wake up. I'm not just I want another 5 minutes in bed. Does that make sense in some way, Yvonne?
Um, yeah, sometimes, yeah, we'd put the snooze button on when he
Oh,
was younger. But
okay.
yeah, he used to have an alarm clock when he was younger, but I don't know if it had a snooze function.
Okay, he shows me an old-fashioned alarm clock as if he knows that there's a connection to this old-fashioned alarm clock. But at the same time, then I want an alarm that goes off and I want to hit the snooze for 5 minutes as if I want another 5 minutes in bed. So it's just a memory. But there must be a reason that he's saying it for you. So I don't know what the message is there. I'm just waiting for him to sort of share with me. But it's because I feel that you're good at getting up in the morning. And I feel that he just wanted an extra 5 minutes. And okay, I get what he's saying. All right. Oh, that's really clever. I like it. He says, I know what you would give to have another 5 minutes in the physical with me, what you would give to have another 5 minutes hug with me. That's what he's saying. So he's always rubbing my nose there. Did he have allergies as well? Was he quite sensitive?
No, no.
Oh, I must be swapping over them because somebody's rubbing my nose. So I know that somebody wants to talk about allergies. Yvonne, it's lovely to meet you, my darling. It's been a
Oh,
pleasure
thank you
to
so
meet you.
much.
I hope it's given you some hope and some love after the new
It
year.
has. Oh
He's made
yeah.
me feel you went on a bit of a low and like he's come to lift
I
you up.
did. I did
And
completely over New Year. I was like a dive bombed. Yeah,
yeah, he's
yeah.
made me feel you were plummeting. And he's like, your mum's like, yeah.
I
Like,
needed that. I really needed that.
yeah, she's giving the feeling of joy there. Joy. What a lovely connection, my darling. We're starting to rock and
Oh,
roll a
thank
little
you.
bit. Amazing. Oh, now she's looking down, but straight away, I want to go to Gayla and I haven't spoken to you for ages. This is somebody that I know fairly well, but I haven't seen her for ages. Hello, Gayla. Lovely to see you, my darling. I feel that your son's wanting to come through. I think it's your son and not Sadie. Just a minute. I think Sawyer's here. Now, what he wants to talk about is something to do with the garden of a house. Right, so he's showing me the landscape outside of the house. And there's a feeling of, now it might be too cold to do it at the moment, but there's something about plans for some landscaping or some changes. He's showing me like a decking area or some kind of outdoor area where I want to change something. It might even be with wood. And he's making me feel like I'm going to redesign it. I'm going to re-landscape it. I'm going to change something up. Does that make sense to you, Gayla?
Yeah.
And he's laughing as about there's been some discussions around this or some talk about this. And he's giving this feeling of, yeah, do it, mum. There's a feeling of I've come to encourage you or get it started. Don't worry about the money. The money will come, he's saying. So there's something where you'd be thinking, I want to go for it and I might want to do a bit bigger than I can afford, but he's like laughing as if go for the bigger plan, not the smaller plan, mum, because you'll always find the money somehow. You'll always make it work. But it's more about sometimes in life, we've got to get the joy in life. We've got to keep ourselves busy and focused on the next thing and just one step at a time, mum. And he's like, although I've been across a wildcat, it's still one step at a time for my mum. She's really struggling. And he wants to say to you, and again, this is a message for the whole group, it's like time means nothing when you've lost a loved one that's dear to you. And he knows that sometimes you feel like it was yesterday and you've gone right back to the start. And he's like, do not beat yourself up. Do not, you might feel a bit bruised, he's saying, but you are not broken. You are still living and you're still pumping blood through your veins. And I love you. And he's blowing kisses, is like smiling at me. I know that your son adores you, Gayla, and he's really here to give you some encouragement. He's going like this at me, like, just hang on in there, like, pull yourself up. Do not give in to this head. He's going like the head's going like this, Cat. He's like, it's getting analytical. It's really disturbing her. He wants you to get focused on the DIY around the house. He wants you to get this landscape. He's like, if it's the plans or the mood boards that you can do until you can start that work, I feel the work won't start till spring or summer. That's what I feel. But I feel that I can have fun designing it, making sure I work out the materials, doing the measurements, getting the plans drawn up. Like he's making me feel, make it grand, like celebrate me, make this really beautiful space that everybody's going to enjoy. And there's a feeling of nothing would make him happier to see you have a pleasurable space in the area is what I want to. So he's giving this feeling of keep changing the space that you're in, both in terms of the mind and in terms of the location that you're in. Just keep giving yourself projects that are DIY or self-development around this property, he's saying. Now I can feel Sadie come in, Gayla, and I feel that in this garden area outside of the patio decking, I want a little garden for me. So there's I want a patch of garden, Cat. I get this feeling of a little patch of garden that I add to, like Sadie's garden. She says Sadie's garden. I feel like I want to put a little angel or a fairy in there, a little bit like Madge's little fairy. But I feel I want to put some ornaments in with those flowers is what I get, and maybe a few rocks. It doesn't have to be pretty, she says. It just has to be lively or like have a sentimental value for me, somewhere that I can play or maneuver things around. Now she says maneuver things around and she starts to chuckle as if I want to move something in the house or I want to move something as well. So if things go bump in the night or things start to move around. Oh, thank you, Kay. You're a sweetheart. Take care. There's something where she wants to say something's going to move around. Okay, something's going to move around. She's also showing me a card. It feels like a birthday card or a Christmas card. Or it might be a Mother's Day card. I don't know. She's showing me a card. I can't see what's on the front of this card, Gayla, but it feels like she's saying something about I can't write my name on this card, but there's something about, I don't know if there's something printed or stamped or like something that represents her. So I don't know if there's like a handprint or some kind of, she's going like this at me. But there's a feeling of on a card, not on a piece of paper. She's going like this. I don't know what it means, Gayla. I feel like I want to put my hand or make a mark for me. I want to make a mark for me. So I don't know if that's also connected to the garden of I want to make a mark for me. I want to put something there with my name on it. I can't put my name there. She's saying I can't put my name. So I feel like she might not been able to write her name fully easily. She's like laughing about something about I want to make my mark. I want to put my mark down. Um, and she's saying something about, remember, I know this is kind of a little bit generic, but she's sort of saying along the lines of, I want to, it's important that you do this on my birthday, or you make this mark, or you put it down on my birthday. So there's something about birthday, grandma, like don't forget my birthday, and just make sure you make this mark, or you put this mark down with my name on. So it might even be a plaque going into the garden ground or something, but I want to decorate it. I might even want to put a daisy or a flower on it, but I just want to put something either side of my name, and I want to put it down into the ground. Now she takes me to a big old tree as well. And she shows me the bark on that tree, and I feel like I want to peel some of the bark off. So I don't know if you've got a tree in the garden or a tree nearby where some of the bark comes off, but she's grabbed hold of the bark and she's pulled it off and she's laughing. And she says, the bark's come off that tree, Cat. Has it just come off in one patch, Gayla? She's laughing about there's just one patch where the bark's come off this tree. Do you understand what she's talking about?
We planted a weeping cherry tree in her memory the first year after she passed. And when we moved, we had to transplant it. And then it kind of got in trouble and almost died. And it's got a place that's really scarred on it. And the cat climbs it and scratches it. But it is every year on her birthday, which is coming up in February, we plant sunflowers in her honor.
She's
And
going, okay.
so she's got painted rocks and sunflowers around this weeping cherry tree with the bark coming off it.
I know why she's trying to make the connection between the name Cat and the cat scratching the bark off the tree. She's like laughing. She went, sometimes you just got to scratch, you got to scratch or something. Like she's like laughing. She loves the cat, by the way. I don't think she would change it. She's like, I don't mind that the cat climbs the tree or scratches the tree. I know that's awful, Cat, but I just love the cat. She's like, and so there's a feeling of like, I love the cat, and I just like, it's not quite big enough, this cat, to get up into the branches though, or something. She's laughing as if it would love to go up onto the branches, but it just can't. It's either too big, or maybe the tree's not strong enough for something to hold the cat yet. But there's a feeling of like, that cat's got other thoughts or other ideas, but it can't do them. So there's something where she knows that the cat's been thinking about doing something else with that tree. So just watch around her birthday where the cat tries to do something around the tree. I feel that she might influence the cat as a sign to do something around the tree. So it's either going to circle the tree, or it's going to fall asleep laying in the tree, or it's going to try and climb the tree. But she's laughing as if that cat is going to do something around. It will be the sign around my birthday. This cat will try to do something. She says that cat's a lazy cat though. Like she goes, that cat's a lazy cat. Cat is always lying out long. It feels like it finds a sunspot and it lies out long, she says. And there's a feeling of like, doesn't want to be disturbed. I feel like it's got its favorite sunspot, and she's going, oh, like this, as if he likes to stretch. She's, oh, like this. And she's like laughing about, she loves it when it stretches out and it just lays. She's laughing. My cat does this really funny thing, and I call it the cockaleaky leg, where it'll lie and it sticks out one leg. And I think it's the weirdest thing, no matter what he does, he loves to stick out one leg. And I think, why does he always put that leg in the wrong position? But she's laughing as if there's something funny about your cat as well with its legs when it stretches. She's like cooking one up in the air, and she's like, oh no, it's a thing with cats, Cat. It's not just your cat. All cats do it, and my cat does, she says. So I feel that she's loving. She wants to brush the teeth of that cat. So I don't know if it's got a smelly breath at the minute. So there's something about it might need some maintenance with its teeth, Gayla, or some problems with its teeth, because she wants to brush them or clean the teeth. And she's like, smelly breath, smelly breath. So I feel that she can get quite up close and personal. She's laughing as if she can get closer to the cat now in spirit than she could alive, because she's like as if it could it could paw you if you got too close and it wasn't in the mood. She's like smiling. So I'm not saying it's a wildcat, Gayla, but she's like smiling as if something about in spirit she can reach him and get closer to him than she can in life. That's what I'm aware of. Is it a he as well? Because I feel like I want to say he.
It's a she.
It's a she.
And we felt like she sent us this cat. So we felt,
oh, that makes sense, because she calls it my cat. That's
yes.
what I'm aware of. But she's laughing as if she's saying this cat is a bit deceiving, Cat, because it looks like an intelligent cat, but it's a bit foolish sometimes. And she's laughing. It's a bit dopey sometimes, Kat. It looks really intelligent, but it does daft things. Like I feel like I want to run around and catch my tail, or I want to try and catch an insect or something, and she's jumping up like this as if it misses it, and she's just like giggling as if it's going to paw for a fly or paw for something, and it's like it doesn't quite catch it, or it's a little bit, and she went and she's just like smiling there. So I know that she loves this animal. That's what I'm aware of. She loves animals, full stop, I feel, but this cat is particularly special to her. She's saying something about its claw. She says you don't trim its claws, but its claws are very sharp. She's like, I wouldn't like to be hit by its claws, Cat, because its claws are really sharp. So there's something about she's smiling there.
It actually scratched me earlier today.
Oh, that'll be why she's raising it. She's like, I wouldn't want to be scratched by its nail, she says. I wouldn't want to be scratched. I feel that you were very forgiving as well, Gayla. She's laughing as if you were very forgiving, and I think she would have gone like this. Like you were very calm, or just kind of like, ugh. And like I do feel like it made you bleed a little bit though, because she's giving the feeling that it did bleed out. You know, sometimes when they scratch and it's just a white line, isn't it? But she's showing me like it did bleed out, and I feel like I go to the tap there and run it under the water, or kind of just calm it in some way. And she's like smiling. Yeah, she's showing me that. So she must have been around you this morning, my darling. Um, there's something about earrings as well. Did you get some earrings for Christmas, Gayla? She's going on about earrings. All right, just a minute. I might be swapping over, but she's going like this. Ears. She's going like this. Ears. Earrings. Just a minute. Oh, okay. Will you keep your ears open? You might hear some things. Okay, you might hear some things. She's trying to get through to you clairaudiently, and I don't know that she's managed it quite so successfully yet, because I feel like some of her communication comes through clairvoyantly, which means that you see things, or you might see words or feel words, but she's smiling as if she wants a breakthrough where you may hear her say your name, or you might hear her name being said. And again, I feel like you'll turn around and you'll just be like, did I hear that? Did I really hear that? But she's smiling as if it's coming up, Gayla, in the next, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. You'll have to come back to me. But I feel that she's trying to she's like shouting her name at me. She's just like, will you listen? You might hear things. You might even hear, I don't know if she's trying to say it's the cat, actually. Something about hearing her footsteps or hearing footsteps. She's running. She's running from room to room as if she's full of energy or a ball of energy. And so I feel that you might hear movement or something, hear movement. She's running from what feels like a living room area down a hallway into another room. And it feels like it's on the ground floor, Gayla. But she's laughing as if she wants to tell you she's running around or running around like fast. Like I feel like I can't catch her. There's something about fast, speed, fast. Sawyer's coming back in and he's showing me his white fan. And he's writing on the back window of that fan. You know, like when a fan gets steamed up or dirty and somebody comes along and they put a smiley face or they write a name. He's showing me dirt on the back of a window, and I feel like a mark gets made in the dirt. And so again, I feel that that's going to connect somewhere. Will you watch where you see a white fan for a sign? Again, it may be around his birthday, around an anniversary date, but I feel that you're going to see a connection. And he's putting on the radio. Suddenly he's taking me into the front of that fan, Gayla, and he's turning on the radio. So there's music or a song that's going to connect as well. And I feel that's all he wants to say. He's referencing your partner there as well, living. And so I feel like dad, he's wanting to get to dad or like your partner, and he's saying something along the lines, I don't want to be rude or anything, but he's saying, will you tell him not to be grumpy? Not so grumpy or not so grumpy? He's like, saying about grumpy old man, and he's like laughing as if it's a joke, but he's like, tell him not to be so grumpy. Like I feel like you even might have said to him, like, will you just cheer up or like pull yourself together? And he's like laughing about he's been a bit of a grumpster. And it feels like after Christmas or New Year. So it's sometime in the last like few days. So there's laughter about he just had an off day himself, Kat. And like I feel like I want to stump my foot or be a bit clumsy there as well. So there's something where he might have been a bit accident prone as well. There's a feeling as if he's like something's not quite gone to plan for him or not. It doesn't feel like anything major, Gayla, but it feels like he may have had a very frustrating day that didn't quite go to plan and he was in a foul like mood. And there's a feeling of like, oh, just tell him to go to bed and get up the next day, fresh start. There's something about forget about it, write it off, can't do anything about it, just get on with it. Does that make sense? I feel like he's just wanting to laugh or make it's like there's a message in there of like, don't take it so seriously. He was just having an off day. That's what I want to sort of say. So, any questions or anything you want to ask, Gayla, or is that okay, my lovely?
I'm coming up on the death anniversary in just a few days, and so I was really struggling. And so, anyway, thank you.
Oh, that makes sense why he's come through then, my darling. It's lovely to see you though, because I haven't seen you for ages. Really nice to see you. Now I'm gone straight to somebody I don't know, Trisha Jenkins. Would you mind? She's got your eyes closed, lovely. Thank you, Gayla. Would you mind working with me, my darling? Who would you have you got
Yeah,
part have you got a partner in spirit, Trisha?
no, my son.
Your son in spirit. Just a minute. Let me just see if I can get a read on him. There's something where you've been in a bit of a low or been feeling a bit fuzzy in the head as well, because I feel that it's like I've come to say hello. I've come to say hello because she's been feeling really down or really rough recently. And
Yeah,
he's given this feeling as if like I feel like you've had 2 or 3 days that have been particularly bad, Trisha. Is that make sense? He's given me the feeling if you were on your knees or you just this is very personal, but it's almost like I just don't want to be here. I've had enough. I miss you that much. I just want to be with you. And he's like, I know, Mum, I know. I just get it. I get it. That's what I feel. It's like I get it. And he said it stinks, done it? It's shit. That's what he said. Forgive my language, but it's like it's shit. And I can't make it any better. I know it's shit and I miss you and I know that you're missing me and I just want to say I'm here. Let me get some evidence that he's here, my darling. But I just feel like he's saying to me, he's saying, no, we're going to do it my way, Kat. So I'm just like, again, you patient with me. But he's saying something about friendship's really important. Don't throw friendships away or down the tube. There's something about don't push people away, don't avoid people. You need connection, Mum, is what he's saying. But there's something where I've either been avoiding or pushing people back or just not wanting people around. Like I just need to be on my own. I need my own.
yeah,
I
avoiding.
I feel like I'm too sensitive, or I just need to be cocooned in my own space. He's going, it's a bit like the womb, Cat. I just need to be cocooned. I just need to feel safe. He says, I get it, but friendship's really important. Again, it goes back to what we were saying about resistance and pushing through resistance. He's saying, I don't need it to be every day because I know that you need time to yourself and I don't want you to do things against your will. But one day a week, I want you to force yourself to make a connection with somebody, whether that's picking up the phone just to say hi. And you can say and advertise to somebody, I might not be able to say something, but I really need connection today. And I'm just reaching out because I'm in a bad place. I don't want to burden you with it, but I just wanted to say hi. How are you doing? Tell me about something about that's going on in your life. I feel like I can't talk about mine. It's just too crazy. I just want to hear what he's giving this feeling of just once a week, reach out to somebody if you feel that you can't reach out to your friends, somebody in my community as well, kept be making connections possible. We're all here. Just put a post out, little photograph of him, say what you want to say, how you're feeling. Honestly, people will react. As I know that Annie's a real sweetheart as well. She will help. She's really, there's something about spiritual healing for you. So you might need a bit of Annie love. um, but there's something about like, don't don't try to go it alone, he says. Don't try to go it alone. Like reach out. And he's showing me a heart, so I feel that he's going to send you hearts as a sign. He's going like this, hearts, like look for the hearts. He's going like this. Home is where the heart is. That's what I know. Um, there's some kind of joke around he's scratching the back of my ear, and I don't know why he's scratching the back of my left ear, but he's scratching the back of my left ear, so I've got to acknowledge that. But there's something where he's wanting to talk about a memory where, like, I want to talk about a kid who doesn't want to leave home or doesn't want to. There's something about I don't want to leave home or I don't want to go out. There's something
Oh
about,
yeah, he hated going anywhere. He loved being in his room.
yeah, he's just like, I'm a kid that doesn't want to go out. I just want to like leave me alone. Like, so
Yeah.
I feel like there would have been quite a lot of discussions about can we just do something or can we just get out? And he's like, that's another reason that you're feeling like you want to nest or cocoon. He was a home bird and he loved his home. That's what I'm aware of. He loves his room. And he's laughing as if I'm quite nerdy, cat. Just might play on the computer or the PC in there and just like I don't really want to chat to anybody. I just want to do things that fascinate me. And he's scribbling in a book and he's giving this feeling of reading that, but there's a feeling of doodling or might be quite artistic or something, but he's doodling or making notes in a little book. That's what I'm aware of. So there's something where he's wanting you to write things down or make notes or something, but he's like, just fidget. There's a feeling of like, but he is making me feel he's a really intelligent young man, Tricia. So
He was the smartest person, super high IQ. He was in his
that's
first
what I
year at
feel.
college when he passed for
Oh,
nuclear engineering.
yeah, because I feel really nerdy. I don't mean that rudely. I just feel really boffin-like and intelligent, but I feel like I don't want to say quite genius status, but there's something different about him, Trisha. He found learning really easy, and he was something about he could get into the detail. He's showing me like he's giving that Einstein feeling of like he could really go into something. And
Hated school, but he was so smart. Like it
yeah,
took no effort.
yeah, he's just giving this feeling I can really battle down and like get into the detail, Cat. Get into the detail. So, and and I feel like on his specialist subject there on the nuclear thing that you just mentioned, he wants to know everything about it. So if he's passionate about something and he's interested in it, he wants to know everything about it. No, he's saying no stone unturned, like I want to know everything. But he's making me feel like if I'm not interested in something, Kat, I haven't got the patience. I'm
Yeah.
not going to waste my time. I just can't be bothered. And you could say anything you want to me, but you won't make me do it.
Yes.
I feel that he could be a bit of an irritating child sometimes, Trisha, that he was very smart and intelligent at the things that he wanted to do. But if you wanted to broaden his range, he wasn't interested. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he was the worst travel buddy ever.
Yeah, he's just got this feeling of I don't want to do something, Kat. I can really drag my feet, or I can make it quite miserable for somebody. I don't
Yeah.
mean to make it miserable, but it's a feeling of you might want to do things. I don't want to do things. I'm going to let you know I don't want to do things. Does that make sense? And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, was an extraordinary kid, Kat. Mum loved me absolutely unconditionally. Misses me terribly, but God, I could be a pain in the ass sometimes, is what he's telling me. And he's like, don't forget that, Mum. You're just remembering the good times. There was a
Oh,
lot.
I always joked if I had him first, I wouldn't have had my older son. I would have stopped.
He just says, you are remembering all the good times, but there was a lot of crap I threw at you or a lot of issues. And he's making feel like he said, you know, that kid that we were talking about that's got greater communication, Cat. Well, if I don't want to talk to somebody and I don't want to communicate, I won't. So I was the opposite of that kid, is what he's telling me, Trisha. So I
Yeah.
just know that
He went all year not talking to a teacher. And I asked him why. He goes, well, I had nothing to say to her.
and I feel like it irritated the hell out of her. And he's making me feel like she complained about it. And he's like, I don't give a shit. He said
Yeah.
that she complained about it, Kat. I did it even more. Like he's going like that as if stubborn as a mule. And I
Yeah.
won't back down. He said, I'm not like you, Kat. He said, you sleep on it and you forget about it. Not like I wouldn't back down. I could be stubborn as a mule. If I don't want to do something, I won't.
Yeah. Once he didn't like you, that was it. You were
And
done.
he said, so no, Kat, you're very fortunate that I'm here today. He said to me, you're very fortunate. I have to like somebody to communicate with them. And he said, you're lucky. So I feel very privileged, Trisha, that he's chosen me to come through today because he's like this and he's like, I'm not moving. I'm here. And I just want to tell you, Mum, I'm here for you because I love you so very much. And although I was stubborn, like I feel that he's learning a bit more flexibility in the spirit world and he's aware of how important connection is, and he wants you to reach out. So he's like, don't be like me, don't be like the pain in the ass. He's saying, just make sure that you're reaching out. And I feel that he wants to use his sense of humor, but I just get the feeling of, I'm really, do you know, I don't feel anxious or anything. I feel like there isn't a day that goes by. I'm very happy, Kat. I just happy do my own thing. I don't need a lot of human contact, is what he's telling me. But he says, you do, Mum. You need contact. You're not like me in that way. I could do without people or go days, Kat, if I didn't need to. My mum's not like that. She needs that contact. There's something I love about his mischief with the teacher, by the way, because
He was the sweetest, most empathetic kid though. Like he
yeah,
came off as a butthole, but he wasn't.
yeah, I feel that. But there's something I'm laughing about. He's making me laugh about the teacher. I don't want to be rude if there's any teachers in the audience. I don't want to be rude, but he's laughing as if I don't know, I think he got a lot of joy out of annoying her. I don't feel
We
that.
tried to win another teacher over with a kindness every day because he hated her, and I think she felt the same way. It didn't work.
It's funny. He's making me feel like it gave me joy. And I feel that other teachers he got on with fine, Trisha.
Mhm.
He's made me aware that nobody annoyed me like this teacher. Like, I feel like there must have been some past life karma or something between them, because he's making me aware like there's an old grudge or something, because he's like laughing as if I feel like from the minute they met, it doesn't even feel like he did anything. He wasn't a bad kid, he's telling me. He's like, I wasn't naughty. I didn't stand out in that way. I hadn't done anything. Just from the minute that we met, we couldn't stand each other. And I just wasn't going to cave in, Kat. I was not going to give them 1 inch, is what I feel. And so, what I'm laughing about is his discipline there, because he's making me feel like if it was you, Kat, you'd give in after 2 or 3 days. And there's just an awareness that he just wouldn't. He's not.
No.
He's making me feel like he kicked ass with his teacher. Is what I feel. I feel like yeah, he's making me feel he never got to fisticuffs, Cat. He's laughing as if that teacher had to bite her lip sometimes or walk out of the room occasionally just to get her breath and go. I feel like she might have even gone into the corridor and just gone, ah, and then come back and composed herself. But he's laughing at it as if it's a fun memory or a kind of, I don't want to poke fun at the teacher, but I feel that he's laughing at it as if it's an extraordinary thing that when he looks back on it, just makes him laugh because he knew who he was. And he's like, when you know who you were, when you know who you are, you're secure in yourself, and you just know something's not right. You don't have to play that way. You just have to do your own thing and be happy. And it's almost like, he's just saying, look, the kids will follow you wherever you are, and he wants you to know that he'll follow you wherever he is. So thanks, Suzanne. Take care. Bye bye. And so I just know that he's wanting to say, like, hang in there. That's what I'm aware of. So I leave his love with you, Trisha, but it's lovely to meet you today.
Thank you.
I think we're coming to a close. I know a few of you have hung on and some of you have had to leave, but I feel like I'm drawing. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe I'll get one more. Hang on a minute. I'm going over to Suzanne, is where I think I'm going. Tricia, lovely to meet you, my darling. I leave his love with you. Suzanne, I do know, but I haven't read for you for a long time. And forgive me, I can't even think who's with you. And so, who do you want to hear from today? And I will ask.
My son.
Your son. Okay. I'm being very patient. He's going like this. Oh, patience, Cat, patience. Now. This is an interesting one, and I don't want to. Where is there a connection to somebody that passed with drugs or down to drugs or drugs? It's not him, Susan. Who's connected to you that's got a parent who's lost their child to an addiction or he's given the feeling of drug overdose or drugs, but it's not with him.
You mean another parent that I know that lost their child?
Yeah, another parent that lost their child that you would have spoken to since Christmas.
Gosh, I'm going to have to think about that.
Go with me. I hear the word Adam being said. Does the name Adam mean anything to you, or does it? If anybody in the audience has got an Adam who's had a drug overdose or had a problem with drugs or substances, will you put your details into the chat? Because I feel that your son is saying that he is, I hear the name Adam, and I'm aware of something to do with like a drug overdose or an addiction of some description that needs to get discussed, Suzanne. That's what I'm aware of. But what I'm aware of, just bear with me a moment because I am going to bring your son through. There's something about your son would chat to anyone or was quite he's not giving me the feeling of I haven't got the best communication skills in the world, Kat, but he's if I like somebody, I'm very friendly and lovable to them. So there's something about if I've got a friend, I'll really look after that friend and I'll spoil that friend. So there's something about like you're a very loyal person, he's telling me, Susan. And
Perfect for today.
he says you're a very loyal person, okay? And I'm a very loyal person, and he wants to talk about loyalty being of importance. Does that make sense? So has there been
Yes.
there's been a conversation about how important it is to be loyal. Does that make sense? And he's like laughing.
Just within the last hour or so, yes.
Amazing, because he's heard you. He knows about it.
I
And
bet he's heard me.
yeah, don't say anything because I want to tell you what he says to me. He says, "Will you stick to your own guns? Will you stick to your own values?" Don't. I'm sorry. It's a bit of a stubborn day today. He's saying, "Don't back down. Like stick to your own guns and something, and just." I'll stand by. He's singing me. I'll stand by you. I'm not a very good singer. I'll stand by you. Don't let anybody. I won't let anybody hurt you. I think that's the word. Is it Pretenders? He's singing me the Pretenders song. He's saying something about that's not your music taste, but it's in your head vocabulary, Cat, and I'm going to use it. So it's just the lyrics
Wow.
I need to get through.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'll stand by you, he says. Don't let anybody hurt you. I'll stand by you.
There's somebody else on here that's probably reeling too.
And well, he's saying, well, whoever that person is, he says, stand your ground, stick by your guns.
Well, that's our lesson for today.
He just went, do not back down.
Oh,
I actually don't do it, but he's going.
that's him.
He's laughing. He's naughty. I'm sorry. It's my own show, so I can do.
No.
I can let the kids do what I want.
Surprised he didn't use the word instead of.
Yeah, I feel like he wants to swear, and he's making me feel like he's saying something about my blood vessels burst and I went blue. It's just like making me feel like, how dare you? And he's stamping his foot, and he went, let them stamp their feet and have a little bit of a tantrum, but who cares? He's like, just stay firm. So there's something where he's wanting to sort of he's actually giving me the feeling that the message is actually a little bit different. He went, just watch where everything calms down now.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Watch where everything calms down. He goes like this. He goes, and then he goes, oh, calm seas, Cat. Oh, look at that, calm seas. I'm laughing because the spirit world haven't done what I asked them to do today. I asked them to use things that I was doing today in Whitstable as part of it. He's like, no, he said, this is about as much as you're going to get from me about the sea and the ocean, Cat. Calm seas. There's something about calm coming. Within the next 2 to 3 months, things will calm down. I feel like by the time you get to March, things are, it's almost like whatever it is that's holding you back or getting in the way, by March it's ended. He's saying March 28th. So I don't know if that's a key date or means anything to you, but he's going by March 28th. Oh, actually, that means something to me, actually. I think that connects with somebody that I know in spirit, but he's saying March 28th, things will have calmed down, or things, it's like put away. There's something about sipping it up, or like now it's about silence. Don't have any more communication. Sip it up.
You mean like blocking somebody?
Yeah, just it's making me feel like go silent on someone or just sip it up.
Yep,
There's a thing
I'm
where
done.
it's like,
I've had my say.
it's a feeling of like don't waste any more energy on it, or kind of, and it's like don't.
I won't.
It's almost like don't lower yourself. Just silence.
I paid my dues. Yes.
It's like enough. It's
Right.
like done. It's done. Is what he's going like that. Let's
Yep.
just wipe our hands. It's done. And he's laughing as if, and now he's like mopping the floor or kind of dusting the floor or kind of, he's not hoovering. I feel like I'm sweeping something, or just as if he wants to sweep something under the carpet, or just he's like washing the floors or kind of cleaning a floor. And it's, but I feel like I've got a mop or a brush, and he's going like this at me as if like, mop
I
it
was sweeping yesterday.
Okay, he may have seen you, but it's a feeling of like, brush it up. Were you brushing leaves away or something? He showed me leaves.
Yeah, we've had a lot of landscaping here and leaves and dirt and everything. It's just vacuuming leaves, cutting leaves, sweeping dirt.
That's what he's doing. He's just shoving these leaves and he's like, Cat, just sweep the leaves to the side. Just sweep it to the side, Mum. Just sweep it. He's laughing and he's like, and when you feel really angry, just sweep a little bit harder, Mum. Take it out on the leaves. Take it out on that broom or that brush. And he's like laughing. He's like, grit your teeth like this. And he's like,
He's definitely picked up my mood today. I'll say that.
yeah, he's making me feel grit your teeth, like just dig in, and he's like laughing. Um, but I feel he's a bit of a stirrer in this situation, is what I feel, Suzanne, because he's laughing his head off as if he really wants to stir it up. He's like, if I was here, Cat, I'd be stirring it up. I won't be telling her to be calm. I'd be stirring it up. He's
Yeah,
like laughing.
he would be causing more trouble.
Yeah, he's giving me the feeling of like if there's a fight.
Instigator.
He's giving the feeling of it's not that he wouldn't back down, but he's also somebody that likes to have his say. But he's giving the feeling of, unlike you, he wouldn't exit with dignity. He would go a step further.
That is true.
And,
I
and he's going,
he didn't take the high
I'd
road
be
like
ready.
I will.
He's going like this. Brace yourself, Cat. I'd be ready to fight. I'd be ready to fight.
I think he might have had the right ideas. I'm learning.
Yeah, he's like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to like bash it all out. He's like laughing as if I feel like he's wanting to scream or get in the action, and he's making me feel like as if I feel like he's quite could win an argument, but he's quite aggressive with the argument. Suzanne is what I
Oh,
feel.
he's very smart.
Yeah, he's giving me the feeling of though. On the whole, he's saying, I don't want to paint the wrong picture to myself of myself on a group thing, Kate.
Oh, of course.
He's giving this feeling of I'm a really nice guy, but if I lose it, I really lose it.
Yeah.
Could lose my temper. It doesn't happen very often, but when I do, I can really, I mean, just he's giving the feeling of like, get out the way, everybody. Like, just get out the way. But I am aware that he's not like that freak. So there's something where he's like, I don't want everybody in the group to think I'm a bad kid, Cat. I wasn't. I was full of life, full of love, full of laughter,
Oh, he was.
full of mischief sometimes, he says.
Yep.
God, did I like a good laugh? I liked a good laugh, but
He was a stand-up comedian.
oh, was he? He just went, I really like to laugh. And he's making me feel like, yeah, laughed. I feel that that's part of the message, Suzanne. It's like, just use your sense of humor, Mum. Just laugh at it. And was his kind of humor and comedian work, was it observational? Because he's showing me, Frank Skinner, who's a English comedian and from Birmingham, actually, I think he's a Brummie. There's something about he used to make me laugh to the pit of my stomach, did Frank Skinner, because I saw him at the Fringe in Edinburgh and I just found him hilariously funny. He would watch people and he'd just be able to pull out the funny elements. And your son saying, I was very good like that as well. I could just find the funny element in any situation. And he said, that's what you've got to do, Mum, is you've just got to laugh. And you've got to use those stories and you've got to use those stories to make yourself laugh. So there's something about step back, write the script. You just can't make it up. But
I can't make this life up.
yeah, he's just like let's use our sense of humor and think out of the box. But
very true. Don't be so intense is his message to me, which makes perfect sense. The last couple.
okay. He's the stand-up comedian thing as well. I feel like he's giving me the feeling of I never fully broke through on the big stage or in front of the cameras the way that I wanted necessarily. Not that I was seeking fame, but I feel that he owns the stage in the places that he performs. So there's something where he was very confident, Suzanne. And he's giving me the feeling that when he stood on a stage, he wasn't intimidated. So
No, he performed at Second City in Chicago.
oh, right, because he's making me feel like I can give it some. And he's laughing about the trick is turn the lights down, Cat. Sometimes you just got to turn the lights out or turn the lights down, and then you can't see everybody in the audience. You feel like you're talking to yourself. And I just get carried away, and it was brilliant. I feel that he's good at mimicking people and doing little, he's walking around the stage. He's not just stood on the mic. I can feel him.
He was a pacer.
Yeah, he's pacing up and down, Suzanne. He's not.
Always paced.
He's pacing up and down and he's laughing as if, that's something about calibrating the energy. I do that sometimes when I do platform readings. I find myself walking up and down, and
Yeah.
he's doing exactly the same thing. And he said, just like you can, it's to do with calibrating the energy or pulling the energy from the audience. And I think that he was really
Yes.
good at that. I do feel that he could get them rip roaring, because I just feel like he was popular in that respect. And he's making me feel he was building up to bigger things. And at the time, and I feel like things were really starting to move for him just before he transitioned, Susan. So there's something where like he was growing in confidence, and I feel that if he'd have stayed, he would have written a book. That's what I feel. I feel like he was ready to go. He was getting braver, is what he's saying. And he's saying, you're getting braver, mum. Have more confidence in yourself and go forward in 2026 with new energy and new ideas. And
And
don't,
a sense of humor. I really needed to hear this today.
yeah. And I feel like he just wants to say, don't look back. So
Yeah.
there's something about like,
Mhm.
it's a fresh start. It's done. We're going to move forward. That's it. Ended now. You've had your bit. Like, go to bed tonight, wake up tomorrow morning, have a glass of water. He's putting a bit of lemon in the water, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
he's like, don't take the bitterness don't be bitter. Don't let the bitterness affect you. Like 11 in the morning is really refreshing, Kat. But
Well, that's what I should be drinking, actually. I think I know why he's telling me that.
yeah, he said like you just, and he's saying something about gut health, pre and probiotic is like gut health, mum.
Yeah.
Keto
Yeah.
everything, have a detox, liver cleanse. He's given the feeling of really like go for it, cleanse out the body, but
Wow.
cleanse out life as well. He's making me feel like, God, you've gone through enough crap in life to deal with anybody else's
I can't
crap.
believe this reading. Wow.
And
Well,
he's
it's true.
like,
It's just like cleansing out the thoughts and the body at the same time. Mind,
yeah,
body, right? Mind,
yeah,
body.
he's making me feel like just go for it. Like no
Mhm.
more looking back, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Just get on with what you've come here to get on with and do it. And damn to everybody else. Like there's not often in life, he says, I'd say to you, sometimes you just got to stand up for yourself and do your own thing. And if there's one lesson to be learned in life, Mum, it's like you've done with the crap now. You want to move forward in 2026 with new energy, fresh start, and just plow forward and keep chipping away is really what you want to
Wow.
say, Suzanne. And I just feel like he's doing great. He's making me feel I'm still making people laugh. And he's going like this with his hands, and he's giving the feeling as if like he just wants to give you the big hands up or the big high five and a clap and a cheer. And I feel like he's wanting to say, in life, you were my greatest cheerleader, but in spirit, I'm your greatest cheerleader, and I just want to cheer you on. And it's like, come on, mum, you've got this. So just keep going, dig your heels in, and just keep going. All right, my lovely. I think that's a really nice way. Thank you for patiently staying on, everybody. But I think that's a nice place to end it. I just send you all my love. What I will say, if anybody's listening to this and haven't checked out who got messages already, please send me validations. I like to put them on the page and encourage people and show people, look, I'm doing it for free. I'm not trying to like take the mick out of anybody. I really just want to bring through as many messages and show people that mediumship is a really healing power, and that it can really make a difference, and it can bring freshness and light to people. I don't want people to be scared of this art. I want people to understand it. I want to educate people about it. And you help me do that by giving validations and showing people that you had a great experience. So if you had a great experience tonight, I give them my time for free. Please give the validation so that I can put on the page. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps other people understand that there is real evidence to be had. And it doesn't always come like it did for the lady earlier in names and shapes and forms. It comes in all different guises. And the lovely thing about when you can just work in your own space is that, like you, Suzanne, you can just do your own thing and you can be yourself. And I feel that that's what Spirit want you to be. They just want you to do your own thing and be yourself, and everything else will fall into place. That's what I know. You're going to have a better 2026. That's what I'm being told. 2026 is going to be a better year for you. By the time it gets to about the November period, there's something about November, you've nailed it. So November feels like it feels like everything's building to November, and November feels like whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve by November, you've achieved it. So there's something about by November, everything will be running smoothly. And don't worry about how long it takes. Just do your thing the way
Stay the
you do
course.
it. Yeah, stay the course and do your thing. Do your thing. Walk your walk. Do your thing. Kick ass, my darling. Kick ass.
Thank
So,
you.
have a really lovely 2026. To everybody else, thank you so much. I'll let you unmute yourself if you want to, but it's like, thank you so much for being here. I will try to do this every single month. And actually, Matt Gaskell, if you contact me for some reason, at the beginning of this, your name flashed up on the screen, and I felt like I needed to come to you for some reason, and I didn't get round to you. So if you email me or contact me, I will try to get 15 minutes in with you privately at some point to bring one of your loved ones through. Does that sound okay? But you might have to play with my diary. It's a bit crazy, but I will get round to you somehow. So sending all my love out. Happy New Year, guys. It's great to be here.
Thanks so much.
Have a good night. Take care.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kat.
you, Kat. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank
Thank you.
you.